Hello guys, how are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing okay. I haven't been able to post because I've been having internet situations, but today, luckily, I've been able to get connected to the internet. So, we usually do our trade recap mostly on Saturdays. Every Saturday is our for trade recap. So, let's quickly jump into it today. Definitely, it's coming late, but we just have to check what happened during the trading week that just ended. So this is definitely my GBPUSD, my 4 hour time frame. So if you remember very well, after marking the high of the week, or probably before marking the high of the week, I then said on my previous last week video, I said I was definitely waiting to see what's going to happen on GBPUSD to see if price is definitely going to break looking left, which is the recent high looking left, and I was expecting price to continue the uptrend, to continue creating new highs, higher highs and higher lows, which definitely obeys market structure. So from where market closed up the week that just ended, so we can clearly see from the 4 hour time frame what happened. Yes, price eventually has been selling off a little bit. So on this situation, on multiple occasions to SL being hit on GBPUSD from my 15 minutes. Let's dive into it to see. So I was definitely buying GBPUSD, and while I was buying, and definitely I found reasons to buy. I definitely told you that I was obeying and following the market structure because price hasn't broken this level looking left. So I decided to then go in for a buy trade from my 15-minute entry time frame. So what happened? We ended up being stopped out on SL, while the trade definitely moved a little bit to the direction we anticipated, but eventually price eventually took us out on SL, which definitely was also fine. And then I went in for a second entry. Definitely here was the entry when I saw price broke above the high of the week. So here was definitely one of the entry position for me. So here was one of the entry position, and while market eventually came to this level, I saw an opportunity to go in from this level, which I did. And the second entry position was when I saw price eventually breaking down the high of the week and then getting close to the what was it called, the psychological level, they were testing the psychological level there. So I saw another opportunity as well to definitely going for a buy trade as well on GBPUSD, which I did. And eventually, while I did, the market eventually moved a little bit, but then eventually took us out on SL as well. So on the two occasions on GBPUSD, I was buying, and the two occasions got stopped out. So I definitely got stopped out on GBPUSD as well. So definitely my GBP or my analysis starts from the higher time frame, which is definitely my 4 hour time frame. So that's where my analysis starts from, being a day trader. So it starts from 4 hour, and then my intermediate being the 1 hour, and my intermediate I then fall down to my 15 minute time frame, being the entry time frame. So from the 4 hour time frame, after marking the high of the week, you can clearly see that price definitely there wasn't any much movement that happened during the course of last week. Got stopped out, and the market eventually positioned below this level. That's that's below the recent low looking left. So we saw price eventually broke below it and got back to retest. So we're definitely going to see what's going to happen when the market officially opens on Monday. So for me, when I look left to see eventually the overall on what's happening, if I have to draw a rectangular shape, definitely we can see that market definitely still hasn't broken this level looking left. So all I'm going to do is to see what market is going to do when market opens on Monday. When it's officially open, we're going to see what price action is going to reveal to us, and then what we're going to do from there. Then whatever price action reveals, whatever technical analysis as well review to us, that's what we're going to do on Monday. So that's on GBPUSD. It was two occasions as have been hit, but we're still being patient to see if the market structure is definitely still going to hold, or if definitely price is definitely going to change. But for me, I'm still going to be patient because markets hasn't broken or market hasn't created a new highs, or market hasn't created a new lows. From my 4 hour, yes, price eventually broke this level. Look, from this level here, market broke down. So, but what I'm checking from this level, obeying this market structure, is that market was creating higher highs and higher lows. So until this level has been broken significantly, then I'm going to probably change my bias. So let's quickly fall into gold. Remember from my gold analysis and post I did on Monday as well, I then said on gold, the market was creating new highs, creating higher highs and higher lows. That was waiting to see a pullback or a retest into the previous high looking left. So exactly, let me then highlight the level as well. Here probably you can say higher high, you can say higher low, you can say higher high here, you can say higher low, then you can say a new high was formed here. So definitely was expecting a pullback into this level. Was expecting a pullback into this level looking left, which was definitely the level that price came to. That was looking left. So this was the recent high by price. So based on market structures, I was expecting market to pull back into this level, and then we should expect a new high being formed from this level, and then we should definitely expect a pullback into the recent high looking left that price has broken. And eventually what that happens is, if the market structure is definitely going to be holding, we should expect more highs on gold. We should expect more highs on gold. So that's definitely the plan and the thought process behind it. So what happened from the week that just closed, you can clearly see that price almost came to the level we anticipated that price was definitely going to come to. So I'm going to zoom in so you can understand exactly what I'm talking about. So from this level, you can clearly see that looking left, we saw price broke above this level. And like I said from my video I posted last Monday, after probably before marking the highs and lows of the week, I then said that I'm waiting to see price eventually pulling back to this level. So that was what I said I was waiting to see price eventually pulling back to this level looking left. That is the recent high price came to. So eventually the week closed without market eventually touching or triggering that level. So what happened during the trading week, we saw the market was definitely consolidating from a higher time frame, which is the 4 hour time frame. We can see the market was definitely consolidating, but market has been creating new highs. So I expected a pullback into this level before positioning for a buy trade. That was definitely what I posted on my last week video. So if you haven't watched the video, you have to go probably watch it to definitely understand. And definitely there wasn't a significant pullback, so there wasn't any trade for me on gold. I stayed out of gold. Like I said, I marked my level. I waited for market structures to definitely reveal itself to confirm price, and I waited as well for technicals to align with my confluences before I could go in for a buy trade. But that definitely never happened. So I was waiting to see price and trigger this level. I was waiting to see price trigger that level looking left, and then I was going to go in for a buy trade once I found. And you can clearly see I do have an alert being set on 4500.00. So my lattice being set there. So the plan was definitely to go in for a buy trade once I found confirmation. And exactly this was definitely what I was going to do. On in a nutshell, I was probably going to place the SL below the low. So I was going to place my SL below. So that was definitely what I was going to do. I was definitely going to go on a buy once I found confirmation. And the buy was going to happen once this price triggered this level. Once price triggered this level. So that was definitely going to be my entry position. But what happened? The market closed and it's never happened. It's never triggered this level, so that's why I stayed away from the market. So this is definitely what I'm going to be looking at for as well from the coming week. Eventually, I expect price to create a new high and continue the momentum of the creating higher highs and higher lows. You know, trading is definitely not easy, but at the end of the day, you have to trade based on structure. You have to have a plan. So it's all about, and it's okay also having to have a very good plan that works for you. You don't have to be very perfect. You don't have to attain perfections. All you need to do is to have your plans, have your rules, be disciplined, set your rules, set your goals, try to follow your plans, try to be disciplined as well because there is nothing like 100% win rate. But at the end of the day, you're trading based on the fact that you found confluences, you're trading based on the fact that you found your bias, you found what you tend to trade with, your strategy. It aligns, it correlates with what you're about to do in the market. So that's definitely how it is. So for me, I'm not chasing perfections of my trading. All I'm just doing is definitely following my structures, being disciplined, marking out my levels, and just executing on my trade once price has eventually revealed itself. So that's definitely basically what I do. And if you do love the way I analyze my pairs, if you do love the way I trade, I want you to definitely go smash the subscribe button, like for more.